Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we're back in Baldur's Gate, the actual city. So finally, in the last episode, we managed to reach the Baldur's Gate city. And it's now time to explore. Look, a barrel. Something quite special. Ooh. Maybe not. Oh. Lucky Elo's discount store.
So be it.
Let's not rob the man just now.
My prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
Hi folks, welcome to Lucky Elo's. Man, the names sometimes in this game where the prices are so low there's gotta be something wrong. Nobody sells it lower than me because nobody buys it cheaper. If you can find a price lower than mine this side of Kalimshan, the item will probably kill you. What can I get for you? This doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. So you've got the cheapest goods around, let's have a look. So he has a bunch of stuff which is actually pretty freaking useless if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's just leave this friend here alone.
So be it.
Can I steal something from this side? No. I think he sells like a training sword that does nothing
Execute
for 2,000 gold.
66.
But there's actually a very important shop here, which is a Sorcerous Sundries. And that one is actually quite a nice shop. We have our friend Niklos over here.
Here, stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Ooh. Aye, you're a fine group of mercenaries, are ya? Leastwise, that's the word on the street that you do the odd job here and there. I have a boss who'd like to have a word with you if you can spare the time. He don't ask for free though, and here'll be 50 gold just to hear him out. 50 gold just to listen, a fair deal, lead on. A wise choice of action. Now just follow me and I'll show you the way to the guild. If you're asked the password, it's Fuffert. And when you're in the guild, just look for the man named Alatos Ravenskar Tuibuld.
I must rest.
Okay, so we got the password Fuffert for this building here, which is represented by the Thieves Guild entrance. There's also a tavern here,
Even the
Kixie
most
Tavern.
prolific adventurer must take some time to rest.
Wait, what? I don't think I ever noticed this. What the hell? Have I ever been inside of here?
You want some whiskey?
I'll not turn away new faces when business has been so slow lately. If you've need of anything, don't hesitate to ask. It's been a rough journey to get here. What do you have to ease our spirits? Okay, so we have some accommodations. Let's check the upstairs. I don't remember this area. Another bartender? The hell? This is very weird.
You want some whiskey?
What? Wait.
You want some whiskey?
So be it.
Okay. Okay, this is very weird, I gotta say. Okay. Sure. Fine, I guess. There's also the Song Tavern. There's a lot of places to visit here. We have Malta's Weapon Shop, Song Tavern, Shop of Silence, Tavern and Inn, the Thieves Guild, and then Sorcerous Sundries. I'm actually gonna begin here with Song. I mean, maybe... Wait, do I have...
Again you disturb me.
I mean, I have some spells.
Sorceress.
Not that many though.
So be
Maybe it's enough. I'm gonna try something here that I may actually end up regretting. Do you have...
Irritated.
You have spell thrusts. Okay, cool.
execute order.
So here we meet Mr.
66.
Albazar Drin and also Ordulinian.
So be it.
God, these names, man.
Yeah, mate.
Ah, weary adventurers. The roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? And two of the greatest are Archeon and Nemphre, necromancers fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value. I assure you, they are more variable... Oh my god. They are more trouble than they are worth. You are better off steering clear of them. Okay, so Archeon and Nemphre. Okay, yeah, so we have a quest for them.
So be it.
But now, more importantly here, is this sir, which is the owner of the Sorcerous Sundries. And who might you be then, Come to check out the wares of old Albazar? Well, be quick about it, and mind you don't get fidgety while we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. Oh, I have this egg here. I was told I should show it to someone who knows about magic, or I would have a nasty surprise in a week. Let me see. Oh, yes, that is alive and kicking. You know what that will be, yes? A raid spider, and a very powerful one it is. This egg is magically treated to get the essence of the spider's magic. That is what makes it so powerful, but the egg is still alive. Carrying it near your body heat was enough to make it warm, so it will hatch soon. I could treat it, try to kill it while preserving as much of the power as possible. I can't guarantee the outcome though, but it should remain a usable magic item. This would cost you 1000 gold, and I need a scroll of... No, make that 1200 gold, and I do it right away. Using one of my private scrolls, I know which one to use for it. Decide quickly, cannot risk that thing hatching inside my shop. Sounds good, please do it. Very well, let me take it quickly. This will just take a moment. And a bit of baking. Here it is. I had to force it a bit and it is dead now. It has lost quite a lot of its power and it, well, it doesn't look quite so attractive anymore. It's the best I could do. Okay, so we lost an egg, we lost 1200 gold, and we gained an item, Egg of the Frozen Spider. Ah. This is a preserved egg of a white spider. Worn as an Eon stone, it surely looks disgusting, but it protects the wearer against being magically held. So this is what's very interesting about this item, is that the wearer is immune to hold creature. Charisma, lowered by 3 points while equipped. 16. It is still worth it, I gotta say. Just not when you wanna purchase things.
Yes?
Because let's see what you have. Now this guy has some interesting things. So first of all, if you're playing with someone that is proficient with flails, you have the Thresher +2, which is a +2 flail. Very nice. I think it's the best one you can get in this game. We can purchase some arrows. We have these fun arrows of slaying that slay an ogre mage upon touch. Quite cool. He only sells the one. We also have some arrows of detonation, which we may purchase later on. Arrows of dispelling, which are insanely powerful. This arrow will remove the magical enchantments that its victim is surrounded by. So, dispel magic on target when hit, which is very good. This can pretty much target someone that's immune, not immune, that is full of buffs, and with a single shot, everything is removed. And this counts something like minor glow of invulnerability, mirror images, stone skins, all that good stuff, completely stripped off. So, most useful. Also very expensive. We have a lot of potions, very useful ones. 24 strength. Invisibility, always good. Yeah, so this guy does sell a lot of potions. Can you steal from him? No. Now, as for the more interesting part, we are talking about scrolls here. He has Ice Storm, which is not that bad. When this spell is cast, Great Hailstones pound down for 4 rounds in a 30-foot diameter area and inflict 2d8 points of cold damage to any creatures within the area of effect. Also, anyone that remains within the area of effect takes 2d8 cold damage each round for 4 rounds. So not that bad, but not that good either. This is level 5, so I would pretty much need to cast from the scroll. A Vitriolic Sphere. I think this is actually not that bad. It's also one from Icewind Dale, I believe. A casting time of 4, so somewhat slow. It does have a radius. It also has a lot of text, jeez. This spell conjures a sphere of glowing emerald acid that the caster can direct to strike any target within range. When it reaches its target, the sphere explodes and drenches the victim in potent acid. The victim suffers 1d4 points of acid damage per caster level, okay, so 7d4, to a maximum of 12d4 points of damage. After the initial damage, the victim must save versus spell to avoid more damage. If unsuccessful, the victim continues to suffer acid damage in the following rounds, sustaining 2 less dice of damage each round. For example, an 8th level wizard inflicts 8d4 damage with this spell on the first round, 6d4 on the second round, 4d4 on the third round, and so forth. Each round after the first, the victim is entitled to a save versus spell to avoid further damage. The Vitriolic Sphere also splashes acid in a 5-foot radius around the primary target. Any creatures within the splash radius must save versus petrification or suffer... Okay, so not that good. Can they save? I don't think they can save. Because it explodes, it deals damage, and after the initial damage, they must save to avoid further damage. Okay, so if the initial damage is not actually... if it's not possible to save against, this is actually a cool source of guaranteed damage. Cone of Cold is also level 5. Melf's Minute Meteors. This is something I can purchase for Edwin. Maybe. In fact, I am going to. Because it's also cheap. What else have we got? Some Identify Scrolls. Blur. Fireball, we already have. Haste. Yeah, so if we didn't have Haste spell that we picked up in the mine, we could get it here. Is this useful? I don't think this is useful. When a wizard calls upon Power Word Sleep spell, he causes a comatose slumber to come upon one creature. The creature targeted must have less than 20 hit points and gets no saving throw. Yeah, but less than 20 hit points, this is not gonna happen. Lance of Disruption. This is actually the item that killed... who was it? I think it killed TX in a single shot. This spell shoots a lance of force which travels from the caster to a specified point 100 feet in the distance. Any creatures in the lance's path take 5d4 points of crushing damage plus 2 points of damage per level of the caster. A maximum of plus 30. And victims can save versus spell for half damage. So, this is not that bad. Because it will always deal, in the case of Edwin, at least 14 points of damage plus 5d4. So at least 18, and if someone saves, it deals at least 9. And this is not AoE, but it's in a line. So this is not half bad. Invocation. I think I may actually purchase this. Confusion. Okay, so now this is a very powerful spell. This spell causes confusion in one or more enemy creatures within the area, creating indecision and the inability to take effective action. All enemy creatures within the area of effect are allowed saving throw versus spell with a -2 penalty. Those successfully saving are unaffected, whereas those who fail their saving throws will either go berserk, stand confused, or wander about for the duration of the spell. Wandering creatures move as far from the caster as possible according to their most typical mode of movement. Characters walk, fish swim, bats fly, etc. Any confused creature that is detected perceives the attacker as an enemy and acts according to its basic nature. The spell lasts for 5 rounds. So this one I will definitely be taking. Minor Globe. I'm not gonna take this because I don't think I'm gonna use it. Maybe later on if I... I mean, maybe I want it. It doesn't last a long time though. 1 round per level. It's very short. Chaos, man, this is the spell to get, but it's level 5. So I would need to cast this from a scroll. So it's the same, yeah, like it says. It's identical to the 4th level Confusion in all respects. The victims wander around as infinite days, sometimes wandering away, sometimes attacking either friend or foe. If the victim is 4th level or lower, he does not receive a saving throw versus the effect. However, if the victim is 5th level or lower, or higher, he receives a save versus spell with a -4 penalty. So again, pretty much the same thing as Confusion, except it adds an additional 2 points to the penalty. So very good. Sunfire also level 5. Level 5. Polymorph spell is a fun spell, but not really something I need or want. Secret Word. I don't think I actually need this for Baldur's Gate 1. This is something like a Spell Trust. So it will dispel 1 spell protection of 8th level or lower. The spells that are affected are Minor Spell Turning, Minor Glove Invulnerability, Spell Immunity, Spell Deflection, Spell Turning, and Spell Shield. So it's useful to get rid of some things that Spell Trust cannot. So let's say, if your enemy would have Spell Immunity Abjuration, I don't think Spell Trust would even work. It would get cancelled. Any Abjuration spell on that guy would be cancelled. This one, however, would remove it. Oh, as well as some others that Spell Trust cannot. I don't think I need it though. Contagion. Strength, Dexterity, and Charisma are reduced by 2. No. Burning Blood. This is also from Icewind Dale. The spell turns the target's blood to flame, doing 3d4 hit points of damage every round and driving the victim berserk with pain. The target gets to save versus spell every round. If successful, the damage in the berserk side are negated. This spell does not work against undead or creatures that do not have blood. Yeah, okay, so this spell sucks. Remove Curse is fine. This one is very good, and I'm definitely gonna take. So what Greater Malison does is, the spell allows the caster to adversely affect all the saving throws of his enemies. The effect is applied to all hostile creatures within the area of effect. Opponents, under the influence of this spell, make all saving throws at a penalty of -4. And do notice that there is no saving versus Greater Malison. So this is just something to increase your chances of landing spells on your enemies. So this is extremely good. We are going to take this. This one I'm not going to take. This is damage. And this one is also very good. So, Spirit Armor. It lasts for 3 turns, so it is a bit. This spell is very similar to the 3rd level spell Ghost Armor, in that it creates a corporeal barrier around the target's body for the duration of the spell. This spell, however, actually taps into the target's life force in order to create the barrier. The armor itself is weightless and does not hinder movement or spellcasting at all. The Spirit Armor does not work cumulatively with any other armor. However, dexterity bonuses still apply, as well as magic rings and shields. While in effect, the AC of the recipient will be set to 1. as if you were wearing plate mail. Also, due to the magical nature of the spell, you will also receive a +3 bonus to save versus spell. There is a danger, however, as when the spell runs out, the external portion of the spirit is temporarily lost, inflicting 2d4 points of damage upon the target. So not that relevant. The spell itself, though, is extremely good. So if you have your mages, if you have Kensais in the party, this will lower their AC by a lot. I don't think, however, that I have space for all of this. You can also purchase some wands. But for now, I think this is what I need. Which is the Greater Malison. Confusion. Lance of Disruption. And that's about it. Right? Ah, and Mel's Minute Meteors. This one is a fun spell. I don't know if I'm gonna use it a lot because we don't have a lot of levels to actually get a lot of meteors, but it's cheap. So why not? Yeah, okay, so that's it. That's it for now. There's a bunch of potions and arrows, but not gonna take those just yet. Okay, let's identify stuff. We have a wand, we have the Vayorn's robe. Here we have nothing. Studded leather, +1. Arrows, nothing. Mage robe, katana, mage robe, small shield. Okay, now let's see what we're gonna use. So we have the Vayorn's robe, which is actually a robe of the evil Archmagi, which is the same one as I'm using right now, except this one was from Baloth. So obviously I want the one from the Vayorn for extra style, and I can give this one to Edwin, which is also going to be happy with his new robe. He looks so cute in red. Okay, so this is gonna go on top of my head. We have a bunch of Wands of Fear. So, ooh, I forgot to put this in its place. Okay, so this is for selling. You have nothing. This is everything for Edwin. And these are all things to sell. Yeah. Okay, so this should be... oh, it's actually the same because the robe is giving us more AC. Okay, so let's sell some stuff here. Let's take this out to get the improved charisma. So, let's start with gems. Sell all this stuff. Some nice monies here. Okay, that's done. I have nothing else to sell here. Can I sell my... ah, I can, good. Okay, so everything here is going to be sold. Cordon has nothing. And we have some more robes to sell. And the katana. And the shield. And the bracers. Okay. So this is now done with.
So be it.
And we can actually find a cool fight up here, which can be dangerous. So, as always, let's make sure that we are well protected.
What is it now?
Night Singer.
My casters by shield. Let's give us all... actually, let's... I might summon upstairs, not here, because... no, he should come with me. He should come with me.
Again, you disturb me.
Okay, so everything is fine here. Let's continue to buff up. I'm gonna take Blur. Palpatine is gonna take Blur.
Elsa?
Viconia is gonna buff us all with protection from evil. So Blur. I am also going to
You are so
take...
irritating.
Oh, I don't have mirror image on Edwin. Okay. So cast Flame Shield. I'm going to cast mirror images. Let's see what we can do here. Laconia, you can also bless us all.
What is it now?
And finally, haste. A fiery Edwin. Luck be a lady.
So be it.
So let's come up here. And now
Execute
we can
Order
find a couple of
66.
idiots downstairs. So we have Nimane. Oh, look, what a cute little party invading our space. We were preparing a ritual and you all but ruined it. What do you mean your space? This is a store and I'm a customer. Thank you for that wonderful display of simian logic. Now scram! For your information, a number of important sociological and psychological theorists have posited that stores exist in an intermediate space, neither private nor public in nature, but combining elements of both. Displays in store windows, for instance, can best be viewed as mental constructs projected onto the public consciousness as a means of engendering mass conformity derived solely from the supposedly private domain of consumer choice. It's enough to drive one mad! Make it stop! Make it stop! Okay. So, these idiots... Man, yeah, so when the skeleton moves up, I can no longer control him. This is kind of sad. Okay, but let's try and make do here. So, Palpatine is gonna run over here. I want Kagan to start beating them up.
Night Singer, give me.
Viconia, you can buff us all. No, you can wait actually.
No.
I'm gonna send Shartil over here.
Again, you
Edwin is
disturb
gonna
me.
come
As
over
director,
here.
Yes.
For now.
Corin, you can
Great
go over
peril
here.
yields great beauty.
Let's see what we can do. Okay, so they have their pre-buffs. Actually, only William Garst has started showing something. Oh no. So Ulam has minor spell deflection and shield. William Garst has a minor glow of invulnerability, shield, protection from normal missiles, spirit armor, and stone skin. Okay, so he is vulnerable to
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
magic arrows that actually deal some sort of magic damage. So fire could actually be a good choice here. So I want Corin and Shartil
I love
to start
blood.
shooting this guy.
Okay.
You are
Now, I am still unconvinced as to the other two. Okay, so Weber Ott also has minor spell deflection. Nimane is using a wand. Okay, so actually only one of them actually has minor glow. So I'm gonna mess them up pretty fine here, hopefully,
What is it now?
with 2 skull traps.
Night Singer, give
And Viconia... Viconia can actually throw a silence over here. And let's hope we don't kill Kagan with the skull traps. Oh, okay. So this guy took a while. But he did have his own protection. So let me just check here. So Weber Ott... No, he had the same stuff as before. Nimane has a minor glow of invulnerability. He took some damage from Kagan though. Minor spell deflection, shield, protection from normal missiles, spirit armor and stone skin. Okay, so everything should be fine here. Let's send Kagan a bit to the back so he doesn't get hit by the skull traps. You bitch, he cast a skull trap on me. Okay, so time for my own skull traps.
Men are pathetic.
Shoot this one.
Again, you disturb me.
Ooh, Coran did not like this. Wait, did I get slowed? Oh, oh, I like this. So let me see. Coran took 32 magic damage from Ulan. It's only a flesh wound. Weber ought cast remove magic on Kagan. So we lost the haste spell. But Coran is slowed. Yeah, Coran is slowed. By what? Why are you slowed? Cast slow on Palpatine. We actually resisted, nice. So what I want to understand here is... So Weber Ott took 34 damage from Palpatine and died. How did the other one die? From Edwin, okay. Missile damage? Dude, okay. Nice shot, Edwin. Okay, so...
You are so irritating.
let's have Edwin try and spell trust this guy. Shartil, you're gonna shoot this one.
Yes.
Coran, you're also gonna shoot this one. Kagan, you're gonna go over there. Silence. It's not gonna work because they now have Minor Globe. Well, it worked on Kagan. Actually, dude, you're gonna get away from here, please. You might die. You might die. Okay. You are still not needed, so start shooting. This one. Palpatine, you can... You can wait a bit, I guess. You can come over here. Okay, so Spell Trust going out. This guy has lost his protections. Skull Trap, please. Kagan, move away. He casts Domination, but Kagan does not care. He is a dwarf after all. Okay, so horror on oh god, I forgot this. I did forget this. Okay, but we killed this one. Kagan, you can once again go here, shoot this guy.
Life is adventure.
Coran, shoot this guy. I'm gonna need to remove fear on Palpatine, but he's... Dude, this guy is casting spells like a madman. Come here, Palpatine. Stop it. There you go. And he died. Because Kagan killed him. Okay. So it wasn't that bad. Except I would rather have my summon work instead of just staying over there like a dummy. Let's see
Mana are pathetic.
what we gained from this. But first let's heal Coran. Poor guy, man.
So be it.
Taking a skull trap to the face is not cool. And again, if this were on insane difficulty with double damage, he would have been perma-killed there. Okay, so we have some money. Some nice potions. A dagger +1, I'm guessing. Okay, so Palpatine can take 4 robes
You want
and 1 wand.
Again, you disturb my action.
Edwin can come over here and take the scrolls and the ring.
Even the most prolific
And the darts.
adventurer must take
So
some
be
time to
it.
rest.
And we are done with this area.
Dwarf's got a limit to his stamina.
Yes, we are going to rest. Chill. Chill.
Execute Order 66.
Yes?
He doesn't even care. Okay. Okay, so what did we find here? Some mage robes and a wand. The dagger. All the same stuff. All the same stuff. Ring and dart. Okay. So these darts, I believe you already have them. It's a dart of stunning. I'm gonna send these to Corin. Actually, what's your Thaco with these? 14, short heal. Really? How does she have better Thaco than me? Ah, because she's a pure fighter. Okay, that's probably why. Okay, so let's actually give her all of our darts. Let's swap back to our normal arrows. The Jester's Folly. Dexterity minus 50%, stealth minus 50%, 75% chance of spellcasting failure, and can only be removed with the remove curse spell. Okay, so this is obviously to sell.
Don't you?
I forgot this. God damn it. I keep forgetting things. Okay, so we have a wand of fireball. Always useful. Like this. No, I'll take it actually. Anyone need healing potions? No. Okay, so let's start selling stuff. I can sell all these robes. Kagan can sell the dagger. And Edwin can sell the Jester's Folly. Okay, so time for Edwin to learn some stuff. This is a spider spawn. It's not very good. You spawn a spider, that's pretty much it. I think I have better level 4 spells I can be using. This is luck, so +1 to saving throws, attack rolls, minimum damage and healing, and thieving skills. Okay, so this is okay, but I'm never gonna use it. So the spells I will want to use are these. Okay, so learn Confusion, learn Malspined Meteors, learn Vitriolic Sphere, learn Lance of Disruption, and learn Greater Malison. Okay. Okay, I think we are done with this part. Now, let's
Night Singer,
work
give me
on
power.
Vaconia's spells. So I'm gonna go back to Holy Smite. Edwin can now take some different stuff because I'm not so sure if I'm ever gonna use Glitter Dust again, but level 2 spells are actually okay. As for level 3, we have the Lance of Disruption, which is cool. I can take one just to see how it works out. Okay, so these are all gonna be switched. So the better spells to take here would be Greater Malison, Confusion, Confusion, or 2 Greater Malisons and 1 Confusion, but I actually want to try out the Vitriolic Sphere, so I'm gonna do one of each. Okay, that part's settled. So now everyone's tired, we are going to rest in the Elf Song Tavern, and then we may see what the Thieves Guild wants with Mr. Palpatine.
What you want?
Okay, a lot of people in here. Coturnus. Aye, you be fighters and mages and monst killers all, eh? BGEE. We may not all be fighters and we may not all be mages, but each of us has a monster's death throws to our name. Why do you ask? The roads are lined with bandits at every ilk and description, but the most fearsome be the monstrous hobgoblins. Do us all a favor and place a blade into their gut. Okay. This guy does not like hobgoblins. And here we have this halfling called Brevlik.
Hello! I mean...
Might I have but a moment of your, time? Ooh, this is exciting, isn't it? Oh, wait. You wouldn't think so. You're probably used to it. Ah, yes, well, oh, how do I approach this? You are a for hire? I mean, I need a job done. Get my intent? A job done. Strictly hush hush, I believe you would say. Am I to understand that you intend me to do something I would not be proud to speak of? All I want is the acquisition of an item currently in the possession of someone else. It's not as though it's stealing. Well, actually it's a lot like stealing. Okay, it's stealing. But it's only the one item and I don't want anyone hurt. I'm listening, though my ears don't hear so good lately. Perhaps I should test them with this rattle of coins. Ah, of course. The bit of coin to jog your memory. It's just as I imagined. Ooh, this is all just so naughty. Ahem. Here, mate. What? How's 5 gold get your attention? Hee hee. Oh dear, I couldn't hear a word you said. Though if I had, I would have answered more. Oh, but you're a shrewd one. And such a fun game this is. Alright, partner. 5 more gold and not a silver more. Wee. Goddamn halflings. Okay. What's the score, my little friend? That's the spirit. A little larceny never hurt anyone. Well, it won't hurt me anyway. And to be fair, I would prefer if no one else suffered any injury during this exploit. I mean, I want you to steal something, but I want you to do it in as nice a way possible. It's roguery on par with the Nilo 10 of Waterdeep, and I'll pay you well. 500 gold for one night's work. It's better than you could hope for in a year on the docks. You can stop trying to sell me, I'm interested. Just tell me what the actual job is and why you are willing to take such a risk. Oh my god. Oh, it's a marvelous trinket. A wondrously curious little toy from distant London. What do they call it? Oh yes, a telescope of all things. It's a misleading name for such an interestingly crafted artifact. Golden Extra Farseer would have suited its craftsmanship so much better. There is not another like it this side of the trackless sea. Most gnomes have a fixation of sorts, but I don't share the love of gems that possesses my kin. Ah, so she's a gnome, not actually a halfling. I prefer the feel of metal and the intricacies of the mechanical. Not that I necessarily understand the function, but it's not right for such an item to be locked away regardless. It was meant to be used and to be held by loving hands, and if those hands just happen to be mine, more the better. The telethingy is on display at the Hall of Wonders, and were it in the possession of anyone else, it might be purchasable. No doubt you know what the Hall of Wonders is an extension of the High House, the Temple to Gond. Being the god of artifice and invention, his followers take to revering mechanical devices, and will not part with an original at any price. It's not as though they make proper use of such things, keeping them behind locked doors where loving hands cannot explore their subtleties. The telly was made to be used, not worshipped. It must be in the hands of someone that can truly appreciate it. Not to be immodest, but that someone is me. I suppose I might buy a replica, but would you wish a copy of a diamond? It's just not the same. Let me see. 500 gold for all that, eh? This is not a bad offer, though I think you could do better. It's a risky venture, I'll grant you that. Perhaps I can sweeten the prospect a little. I will add a magical item from my personal collection. It will be difficult to part with one of my treasures, but definitely worth it. Will it suffice for you? It is certainly a difficult task you've set before me, you windy little man, but I will accept the challenge. Wonderful! Oh, this is so bad of me. Ahem. Well, I shall leave it to your preparations. It will certainly be a test of your mettle entering the hall. I imagine an experienced roustabout such as yourself will case the joint thoroughly, eh? Get the guard schedule down and all that? Oh, if only I could be a part of it. It's thrilling like the songs of legend. I'll meet you back here once the burglary is announced. Hee hee, it's too much fun. Hee hee. Okay.
I'll
So-
not keep this pace without the rest soon.
Brevlik's quest has been acquired. And before moving on any further, I'm actually gonna rest because everybody's bitching about it. And we do deserve some rest.
You want some whiskey?
Welcome, travelers. I trust you will keep your weapons with your wits and not provoke trouble while here. It's the best thing for everyone. You'll find that the majority of our customers are well equipped to defend themselves and, if need be, the bar as well. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. We are going to rest royally in a truly luxurious experience at an equally exorbitant price. Beds filled with the softest down, draped with the finest Kalimshan silks and linens. Nearly as restful as a week in a lesser room, though who but royalty could afford the cost? Our party can. Rent it.
Tonight you dream of blood. Not of blood on a blade or the blood on your hands, but an ichor that runs as a torrent through the realms. A flood that pours across the fields and forests. An ocean that floats you to the world's edge and threatens to cascade off into the void. This blood seems a frightening thing, a massive force that sweeps away all resistance. As a whole, it is a monster and it cannot be stopped. Were it to be viewed from on high, it would seem to cover the entire world in its red-black embrace. You, however, do not have such a lofty perch. From within the deluge, you can see it does not move as one, but is filled with currents, eddies, and undertows. Pockets of calm afford breathing space, whilst violent whirlpools threaten to rend limb from limb. Ultimately, it seems undirected and lacks a driving will, a quality you have in abundance. You may be caught within, but sufficient determination can shape what you need to survive. There are still options open, still choices to be made. As the tide presses forward, you steer as you wish, atop a ship called Persistence and under sails made of resolve. A sudden and deliberate wave puts an end to your course, and to the dream. It would seem that the flood does have some will, and took offense to your enjoying the ride.
Here we are. We steer as we wish atop a ship called Persistence and under sails made of resolve. Wonderful. So again, we have received an ability after resting. And once more, since we are currently in a positive reputation, we gained another slow poison. Okay, so everybody's well rested. All of our spells
So irritating.
are properly prepared. Yes, they are. And we are ready for some more adventuring. But there's still some stuff to be done here in Song Tavern, which we will see to in the next episode. So, as usual, I'm gonna make my customary save. Palpatine 41. And yeah, so as always guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying Baldur's Gate 1 here in the channel with me. If you have any thoughts, any comments, leave a comment. If you want to get updated about new uploads to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. So until then everyone, stay safe.